You for tuning in and making time for a dose of quick good news. Man, I felt so cooped up today. I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go on a little walk, and I'm gonna take my people with me. So I am looking forward to enjoying this walk with you, opposed to a cup of coffee, which I am clearly on a few cup of coffees in. Do you know what's the good news? That there is good news, and today we are covering good news in Buffalo, Ontario, and Orlando. Who's a modern believer? It's you. It's an individual that knows and believes change and good is always happening, even though the news tells us that it's the opposite. What a week, am I right? Happy Thursday. It's January 21st, 2021, and wherever you may be, whenever and however you may be listening, it's just simply another day to be thankful to be on the right side of the ground. Today's burning question of the day is, what do mermaids wash their fins with? Stay tuned for the answer. You guys are going to like this one. Welcome back, and thanks for joining us in today's episode of The Modern Believer, a good news podcast that reminds us that the good news is that there is good news. Really appreciate you making time and joining all the other modern believers out there, okay? Please give today's video a like, share it with your world, and if it's your first time here, hit that follow or subscribe button for more good news. For all the audio listeners, you know what to do. Hit that download and follow button and leave a review if you can. If you share on social media, tag me, this guy, so I know. Today, let's together be a little deaf. Well, Eddie, what do you mean by that? Great question. What I mean by that is that when someone says something inconsiderate or straight up just not nice, just tune it out instead of getting annoyed or angry. Reacting will not help, and it's a lot to carry around those insults and rude comments on your shoulders. Like, ain't nobody need that. It's unnecessary weight. I don't mean to completely forget it, just enough so it doesn't affect your peace. Before we begin, I encourage you to make that phone call, send that text, tell that person you love them, tell them that you miss them. Let go of that grudge and don't take any of it for granted, because tomorrow is not guaranteed. So let's begin. No intro today because we're doing one take. This is the first take. You're going to hear all my ums and ahs that I normally edit out, but this is what life is about. So thanks for sending these good news, Mark and Carrie, my two favorite members of BILLS Mafia. BILLS Mafia, the fan base of the Buffalo Bills, is known to be one of the rowdier fan bases in the NFL. We already all knew that. Considering their recent playoff success, totally okay to know that. Last weekend, the Bills faced the Ravens in an epic matchup. It was very defense heavy. It was a tough game for both sides, including the Ravens, whose star quarterback, Lamar Jackson, suffered a concussion in the fourth quarter, so he had to leave. What did BILLS Mafia do? They stepped up big. They raised over $360,000 for Lamar Jackson's favorite charity, the Louisville chapter of Blessings in a Backpack. Blessings in a Backpack is a nonprofit that works to ensure children who receive meals through federal programs during the week are also fed on the weekends. How awesome is that? Also, and during the pandemic with schools being closed around the country, they're also making sure that children are fed in the week, during the week, every day of the week. BILLS Mafia also recently donated over $200,000 to support Oishé Children's Hospital in honor of Josh Allen's grandmother, Patricia, who passed away. Community supports community, and I don't think anyone does it better than BILLS Mafia. Thank you for sending these good news, Mom. I love you, Mom. Number one fan. Few number one fans out there, but got to default with mi madre. So she sent me these good news here in Orlando. A waitress in Orlando saved a young boy from his allegedly abusive family after flashing a secret sign that read, "Do you need help?" What do I mean by that? Well, the server, Flavian Carvalho, noticed something was off when she checked back on the table, and the parents did not give any food to the boy. A little boy with no food on the table. What is going on? So the boy's stepfather said everything was fine and that the boy would be eating later. In modern layman's terms, it smelled like hap. So Flavian stepped up, and thankfully she listened to her instincts, because she could tell that the boy was super quiet and sad. Then she started noticing bruises and scratches, so she decided to make a sign that read, "Are you okay?" The boy convincingly nodded yes, saying he was okay. But this is when she made another sign that said, "Do you need help?" And then he nodded yes. Shortly after, the waitress called 911, and after a police investigation, a history of abuse was uncovered. The boy shared he had been struck by a by a wooden broom, handcuffed, and hung upside down with straps on his necks and ankles. Like, what? My God, a little creature, a little child. Come on. Just honestly just breaks my heart every time I hear that. Nearly 700,000 children are abused in the United States each year. 700,000. If you see something that is off, please follow your instinct and display the courage that Flavian showed. I am honored. This is a bow and honor for Flavian to be in the same community as her. It is 70-something degrees here in Orlando, and as you can see, my neighborhood has palm trees, so love all my people from the north as well. Thanks for sending these good news, Lauren. How far can a fist bump go? Well, if you ask the Ontario community that frequents the Tim Hortons at the Bathhouse in Rutherford, that's a weird attempt at a Canadian. I hope no one got insulted by that. They would say that a lot. This is where Vishnu Gopansanthilagan comes in. The customers raised enough money with a GoFundMe to help Vishnu go back to school. Vishnu is an employee at that Tim Hortons that every time someone stopped by, he would always fist bump them, tell them the weather, say a joke, or anything like that uplifting. Similar to, I like to humble brag me, and obviously you're putting up with me right now, so love you for that. Matthew Schulman, one of the customers, shared with CBC that Vishnu simply makes people's days. He gives fist bumps, weather reports, and he does it with everyone. And during these times, that bit of kindness can go a long way. It can create a very important and needed chain reaction of love, kind of what we're trying to do here, right? Vishnu was studying IT at York University, but he had to drop out due to financial reasons. Matthew Schulman then organized a GoFundMe called Vishnu the Tim Hortons Happy Fist Bumper, and to date has raised over $29,000, which is still a lot, to send Vishnu back to school. The GoFundMe comments will make your day if you have a chance to check him out. Like, come on. Vishnu is the man. Like, I must, and I will try my best to see if we can get an interview with him. Those comments will make your day alone. I promise. Back to actual recording, because I'm like, oh, what's going on? Back up here. So Matthew Schulman, he organized that, and Vishnu just simply shared back over here, that he just simply loves people, and that this is who he is, giving back and making people smile. So shout out Vishnu. Now it's time for a few seconds of gratitude. Think of one thing that you're grateful for, just one. If you think of more than one, that's great too. While you think of it, let's take one good deep breath together. Rising sun. There you go. There you go, you wonderful person. Today, I am thankful for the roof over my head, even though I am not in my apartment, but instead I get to see a glorious blue sky, wherein I see a little moon right there, our moon, and just another reminder that it's another day to be thankful to being on the right side of the ground. Today, I'm also thankful for you for tuning in and making the world a better place when you were born. That is my dog's favorite fire hydrant. It would just be way too much to try to bring him on a walk, but maybe one day. Though we can keep talking for hours about the amazing things going about your day. Fly, be free, come on. You gotta enjoy your beautiful day, whether it's sleet, rain, hail, maybe hail kind of is unfortunate weather conditions, sunny. Go, enjoy your day. But before you go, I have to give you the answer to today's question, burning question of the day, which was, what do mermaids wash their fins with? Anyone? Hey, what do mermaids wash their fins with, huh? Tide. Ba-dum. Tide. You heard that right. Please send more good news. Continue to reach out to chat and share the great things going on in your community and company. I will make sure to share them with the world. What was your favorite piece of good news today? Comment below or reach out to me or shoot me a tweet. Quick good news. I'm even on LinkedIn. I'm trying to disrupt LinkedIn. I'm out here putting quotes on LinkedIn and giving tributes to Mac Miller, who may that king rest in peace. Love that man. Please follow, subscribe, or leave a review and leave a comment. Please. I would really appreciate it. I'm doing it. I'm trying my best, people. And remember, it costs $0 to be a kind human being. I literally don't have any money in my pockets right now, but I'm I'm still going to go ahead and be kind because no one's paying me. I love you. And I am so proud of you, no matter where you are in life, for real. That smile and uplifting attitude you give to a complete stranger today that we go in about our walks of life may completely change your day. And just because of that, they may start depositing that little bit of love and goodness onto others. So, going back, what we in acting and improv call and jokes and whatever, a callback to creating a chain reaction of love. That's what we got to do. We build a beautiful chain reaction of love. So stay blessed, keep fighting the good fight, and thank you for joining today's episode of The Modern Believer, a good news podcast that reminds us that the good news is that there is good news. Keep fighting the good fight, stay blessed, I love you, and make it a great day.